Okay, so now we have the sword. Let's start sculpting. I'm going to go ahead and speed through this, but I want to give you one more little tip on some stuff you can do. If you go into Lightbox, there's some made brushes, some brushes in here that you don't see in the main list. And they're in here because it's cheaper to load them this way. The one I really look at and use is this one here called Mallet. I'm going to double click on Mallet and I'm going to go to Mallet Fast and double click on it. The cool thing about any brush you put into here, if you open it up, you'll see it shows up right here. And then you can see all the other brushes you've used and it shows up right here, so you don't have to open up Lightbox every time you want to change it. And if you want, you can make a shortcut and stuff like that too. But we'll talk about shortcuts another time. So I'm going to use Mallet to start with, just to bang it up. And what I use Mallet for is like, it gives me it's good for rocks especially, but I like using it, and I'm going to turn off my, by the way, if you want to turn off the mirror, it's X, but you'll see that even though I have X done, it's still kept the Z on. If I turn it off, the Z is gone now. It turns it off. X is the actual shortcut to turn it on and off. It just happens to be also the direction it goes by default. So I'm going to use this one, and I'm going to just kind of ding out some stuff here and maybe chunk in some blade damage along the way here. We don't need it that much. I probably can turn it down a bit and go, maybe the tip would be on this side a little bit broken. Like this. And then we'll come over here. You know, you don't want to break the surface, because remember, we're only talking about normals. So if I break the surface, if I make a thing that goes like this, that's not going to show up on my low res because it's not the normals. It's based off of the geometry changes, which doesn't mean you can't do that, but that's for a different part of the type of lesson. That's when you're going to damage it that way. But you can damage anything that's surface damage. So we'll do a little bit here, like that. And then we'll come to the handle and say he bonked somebody in the head a couple times. This one's too heavy still. I'm going to make it a little bit bigger, turn this way down, so it looks like it's kind of dinged. And then if it looks too chunky, I'll smooth it out. I got that. There's actually brushes for this too, but I'm just going to do it this way for now. So I get a ding there, I get some dings here maybe. I'm going to ding this sucker up right here, and we'll smooth it a little bit. You'll see that it looks like it's kind of dinged in there. Okay. So then, like one of the other students, and I'll just start working here. So I'm going to use a Damien brush here, and I'm going to start doing my X again, and I'm going to make a design. So I'm trying to show you some mask stuff. So I've done this by just doing a mask around an area, and then I use the clay brush to pull it in and do a negative by pushing Alt while I sculpt in. But now I'm going to do a different tool, and I'm going to show you can go to deformation, and in deformation you can just do an overall inflate or something. So I'm going to inflate this and try and get probably too much. So I'll inflate it just a little bit, like that. Yep. And then I will deselect it. And remember how I told you that when you wanted to, if you want to redo your Dynamesh, all you have to do is Control, when you're in Dynamesh, Control and click off the object, and it'll re-topologize everything. So all that stretchy stuff I had on the side over here is a little bit better now. It tries to keep the stretchy stuff, which is the funny part, but then I'll take this, make it a little bit bigger, turn this up quite a bit for my smoothing, turn that up. And there you go. That's all I'm going to do for this one. And I've got a sword that's, you know, interesting, not perfect by any means, but there's a lot more work I would do on it. All right, and that's it for now.